If you're seeing this, then this is your Taurus new moon messages. My name is Lara. Welcome. We're going to be talking about this new moon in Taurus that is happening on April 27th, 2025. And new moons in Taurus in general, we're talking about a season right after Aries season where a lot of ideas and inspiration and beginning to take action and moving towards something passionately. This is about grounding all of that fire in and bringing things into your material world. I mean, this is Taurus energy is an energy of abundance, of it's earth energy, it's sensual, it's Venus. And it's a good time to manifest anything in general. But there's a lot of other influence happening, particularly Saturn. We'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But if you're seeing this on or around April 27th, 2025, these are your messages. These are the energies that we're dealing with. We'll talk a little bit more about the astrology. We'll talk and get some information from our tarot and our oracle. And we'll see what we have to say. So, yeah. Perfect. Also, if you're seeing this and it's not anywhere near the new moon, a couple of things to keep in mind, I always say. Number one, time is not linear. So anytime that you're seeing these, you can trust that there are messages here for you. You're the one who will know at the end of the day what messages are for you, what you don't need to take with you. This is a general message. So it's not going to be specific to your situation. Maybe. I don't know. You know your situation more than I do. But we're talking about the overall themes and patterns and energies that are around. So you could be dealing with these kinds of things at any time, and it doesn't really matter where you are on the space-time continuum. So there's that. I encourage you to use your intuition in taking what resonates with you, and hopefully you find something here that helps or brings you some clarity. That's all I can really hope, because sometimes you walk away from tarot and you're more confused than when you started, but that's fine. It's all fine. Okay. So, yeah. We'll talk a little bit more about the astrology. Like we already mentioned, this new moon is in Taurus. Big manifestation energies, shifting, calling in abundance. But there is a lot of, and I didn't realize this before I did my Tarot Tuesday video earlier. There's like a huge event on the 25th. So just a couple days before the new moon, that we had Saturn and Venus visible in the sky with a little fingernail of the moon. I don't know if that's waxing or waning or whatever, what have you. I am not that good at it, but I know we're getting close. We're talking about a new moon. So anyway, I always confuse waxing and waning. Doesn't matter. Anyway, if you looked at it, if you had clear skies, you would have seen a little smiley face. Absolutely adorable. But what you don't see in the sky from this particular viewpoint is that it wasn't just a trine of those three, the moon, Venus, and Saturn, but also the north nodes made it like conjunct or crossed, or I don't know what words they use for it. But anyway, it was there and very much in play. The North Node in Pisces. So this is all about where we're headed. And Saturn is really asking a lot about, Saturn is rules, restrictions, structures, but it's asking you to do the hard work. It's asking you not to take the easy route to where you're going, especially with the North Node, because the North Node is sort of like a North Star indicator. So themes of Pisces, I think it's in Pisces. I'm pretty sure it's in Pisces. Where we can see these things playing out, from my understanding that I was like watching someone else talk about, is where we have Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, and Taurus in our houses. What houses do we have those in? Whether or not you have planets or asteroids in any of those signs, that doesn't matter, because everybody has all 12 zodiac in their houses. So, for example, I'm an Aquarius rising, and that's where you start. So my first house is in Pisces. Pisces is all, not Pisces, but the first house, I'm pretty sure it's the self, because that's what number 1 typically is. But anyway, I know less about the houses. But you can look at your chart if you want, and you can see where those are in your chart and how that's going to, where you might be challenged, what you might be asked to look at, because Saturn is asking us to build solid structures and foundations. We've had a lot going on with Saturn and Venus already, as if it hasn't been crazy enough. And this is sort of a very fated event as well. On top of it, another one like this is not going to happen until like 2040 something. Okay. So there's that. So this particular new moon in Taurus, because of all of that influence, especially with Saturn and the North nodes are like destiny and where we're headed. It's really like, are you willing to do the work to get what you're asking for? What does that require, really? Because doing it in a shortcut way, you're not going to build that foundation, and all that's going to come crumbling down. And that's what Saturn does. Okay. It's like, you're still not going in the right direction. So this is what we've got coming up underneath this energy. Yeah, I think that it's an interesting time to be alive. Let's just say that. Taurus energy also is like, if you need to rest, you may need extra grounding at this time. Make sure to listen to your body, nourish your body with really good foods, spend time with, people that you love. I think that's how we get through this. But it is a really potent time if you've already been doing the work, which if you're here, it's likely that you are in some capacity. So I would guess, yeah, that's what we've got in store for us as far as astrologically. So from my understanding, why don't we go ahead and get started? I've got our Dragon Path Oracle. I've got Tarot deck and Moon deck Oracle. And I think with the tarot spread, I want to do something a little bit more structured, interestingly enough. Let's think about this. Let's pull 3 cards. We'll do one card where it's like what we are meant to focus on, real clear. One thing that we need to focus or work on under this energy. what we need to release, and what we need to integrate. Does that sound good? I think so. Okay. Hopefully I remember that by the time we get there. That's why I usually just free flow. But you know what? We're deepening our practice, okay, in real time in this moment. So thank you for being here. Okay, but we're going to start with our dragon path. So what, do you hear that? Hang on one second. Okay. Sorry, that was like a massive disruption. My neighbors were all yelling at each other. I don't even know what about, but they were really loud. So anyway, okay, but we're back. And we are, we're going to get into this and we're going to pull our Dragon Path card. Keep it moving. All right. Ain't gonna slow me down. Okay, so here we go. So let's do our Dragon Path. What dragon is here to see us through? Ooh, there it is. Hearn. Interesting. Okay, let's get the book. See what it says. Well, first let me show you this beautiful forest. You can see the little flowers down there, kind of. Right? Interesting. Sitting on some kind of tree. I really love the blue and the green. Okay. I recognize the name, but I don't know much about this particular card. So let's take a look and see what we have here. Oh no, wait further. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. What does this mean? Okay. Hearn, the earth dragon. Yes, very earthy. The earth dragon Hearn is connected to nature and everything within the natural world. The rocks, the earth, the trees. Hello, grounding. Taurus. Okay. Look at those antlers too. Those like horns, sort of looking like antlers. Anyway, the rocks, the earth, the trees and plants, the animals and the birds. He advises us that we would do well to remember that we too are part of the seasons, the Earth's rotation, and of Mother Earth herself. He reminds us that everything is cyclical and draws our attention to how out of sync we are now with the Earth's natural rhythm. Even our internal body clocks are out of kilter. We couldn't imagine life without our smartphones being connected to the internet, social media, and 24/7 TV. But all of these things act as distractions, which stop us from delving into ourselves, finding our own internal patterns, reconnecting with ourselves, and in turn, with the natural rhythm of our planet. Hearn says, you may celebrate May Day, Halloween, Christmas, and other festivals, yet you forget the real essence of what they truly signify. They are a celebration of the turning of the seasons, of the bounty, of Earth's bounty, and you are out of step with these things. It is time to reevaluate, to slow down your fast-paced life. Heavy on that Taurus energy right there. For you are constantly spinning on your axis rather than interweaving with the earth's beautiful tapestry. Make time to look at the trees, watch the waves, listen to the bees. Your body and mind require time to replenish and reboot, to use a popular term. He also emphasizes that nothing lasts forever. Things such as human love and life, he says, wax and wane like the moon. And I was talking about getting confused about which one was which. They are forever changing. They follow the natural cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth. Okay. Grounding, nature, maybe have a picnic or something. Okay. That'd be cute. That'd be cute. Great. Okay. So really picking up on that earth energy, Taurus energy. Hearn is here to walk us through this void, this moon. Okay. Because it's a new moon. Starting over again at the beginning. Okay. So considering that, could we please get 3 cards? 1 card for where we're meant to focus under this new moon. I mean, I'm thinking it's a lot about slowing down. It's a lot about getting back in touch with, ooh, there it is. Ooh, there's 2. Interesting. Okay. Huh. I got 2 cards in one, but I kind of feel like they need to be in one position. So we're going to go with that. They came out together and it's a pair of queens. So yes, queen. Okay. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. This is our focus. Already with these 2, we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands in reverse, like this. So there's a lot that you're not trusting. There's a real lack of confidence here under this energy. Maybe because with that Saturn energy, it's, things are like, you're just really doubting yourself. The Queen of Cups is here overlaying that to be like, trust, just trust. There's a lot that's left unknown right now. I think that's a part of it too. That insecurity is coming out of what you don't know, but you are sensitive. The Queen of Cups is incredibly psychic as well. She's very in tune with her emotions. So I think it's going to bring a lot of stuff up. It may make you feel not very confident in yourself because the Queen of Cups energy, when it's in the upright position, she's very confident and she's magnetic and she's, passionate and fiery and independent. But in the reverse position, there's more self-doubt here. Sort of like, is what I'm doing really working? Maybe even. Because she's action oriented. So interesting here. Okay. So that's where we're starting. That's what our focus is on. The ways in which you're feeling insecure right now, you really need to lean into that and let the feelings come up, honey. Here's the thing with Hearn coming in, this earth dragon, reconnecting, making time. And I say this all the time, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm somebody who even feels like she has the kind of opportunity to do this as much as I say it. Because I live in a place where it's not always easy to go get to a park and put my feet in grass, but I really do need to be doing it more because it's really good for me. But under this energy, it might be a good idea to prioritize this in some way, shape or form, okay? As these emotions come up, what are you doing to ground yourself? And if you can be in nature in that grounding, you can give all of that fear, that insecurity, and you can give it up and give it over to the earth and transmute it. Okay? So that's the focus. Let's do regarding that focus, what is it that we need to let go of? Could we please have 1 card? Oh. Okay. Yes. And then this is, you already know. Okay. I see that. Thank you. Uh-huh. Interesting. All right. We have more cards. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Interesting turn of events. We're going to read what's on the table and then we're going to dive into the shadow cards. Or should we do the shadow cards now? Let's do the shadow cards now. Since we already know what we're talking about, we already know what's coming up for us. So here we go. Let's go into the deep here. The Six of Wands is underneath. This is a card of victory, success, stepping into your spotlight, okay? When you are not feeling confident, it's really difficult. Maybe there's questions about this spotlight coming up. There's, it's not only you stepping confidently into your spotlight, but also with the Three of Cups, the community that's around you. That makes sense because we've got Venus in this dance with the moon and with Saturn. Like, who's supporting you as you're stepping into this new version of yourself, as you're getting ready. There's a level up that's happening, whether or not you think that there is. Maybe you don't think there is because there's still a lot of difficulty moving from one place to another. You're still holding on to something. But you have the strength to make it through, even if it is kicking and screaming. Okay. Yeah. Feels like things are going nowhere, but you've got the strength here. This is a whole new phase that's coming into being. So coming back to, whoa. Oh my gosh. The cards are, I'm knocking the cards over. My goodness gracious. So much to say right now. But let's go back to the table. Again, the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Leaning into those feelings of not being confident, whatever's coming up, maybe it's making you not confident or you're already feeling not confident. And that's like making you feel even more sensitive, more insecure. I think all of that could be possible under this energy. There's going to be a lot emotionally that's coming up. What you can let go of with this energy, we have the Moon card in the reverse. So what you can let go of is the confusion. I think there's been, because of the confusion with not feeling confident and secure in who you are, maybe you've also been feeling super emotional. I'm like, that's like a day-to-day for me. But the confusion, maybe there's like disillusion. Things are not at all clear. And that may be intentional for a reason. It could be that there's someone or something that's got the wool pulled over your eyes and you're thinking things are going to be one way. Maybe it's confusion about how things should be. Pisces energy can also get a little delusional, and we're talking about a new moon. But I really feel like as things are coming up, just let go of the confusion. Let go of the delusion. And what you're meant to be integrating under this energy, interestingly enough, we have the Magician card. Like, you're fully in your power, even in feeling all this confusion that you need to let go of, even in feeling the insecurity and the sensitivity, the emotions. Maybe the emotions are overwhelming right now. But this is a part you are integrating your power. You are creating whatever it is you're bringing in. You have everything you need. So you don't need to cling to the confusion. You've already got what you need. So I think there's making space for your own magic with the magician under this energy. Whatever that means for you. And then the Four of Cups also came out. So I think this is sort of like, be careful of those feelings of like apathy, and be careful of feeling, ungrateful. Keep remembering that there still is a lot of beautiful things in your life, despite how overwhelmed you may feel by this confusion, but you're letting it go. It's almost as if the confusion is what you're hanging on to. You've got the strength to get through this. So that's what we have. All right. There's still a lot of beauty around you, even though there's a lot of stuff that just really feels like it's not working out. Okay. Make sure that you're remembering this. There's much more here than there are in each of these. There's more to be given to you in this vessel, if that makes sense. Whew, makes sense to me. All right, let's see about the moon deck. Can we put a little button on this? This is beautiful, actually. I really love this. I don't think it's going to be easy in any sense, but also like all the more reason to take some time for you. Okay. Really do that. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. Could we please, just to sort of finish up, any moon deck cards, maybe to just sort of provide us with an affirmation or suggestion here. Yes. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. Look at that. Okay, let's read about it. This is number 3. Ooh. I know that's right, girl. Okay. Setting boundaries, baby. This is how we do this. Okay. Setting healthy boundaries is essential for our physical and emotional well-being. We have a need to care for our unique nature, enforce certain limits, and maintain self-respect. Tune into your central power source as you create and relate in the world with healthy boundaries. When your boundaries are too weak, you may give away too much, let too much in, or set yourself up for unhealthy dependency. Yet if your boundaries are too rigid or thorny, you can become tense and isolated. Either extreme can be physically and emotionally painful over time. Recognize habits that drain your energy and discover this tender balance for yourself. The positive impact of healthy, clear boundaries will ripple into every aspect of your life. So this is also suggesting the ritual and aura cleansing, which is a meditation ritual. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into that too much because it's like a long thing to read out, but whatever, there's more grounding. Okay. Maybe do it cleansing your aura in nature. Just go sit under a tree for 5, 10 minutes, 20 if you're feeling frisky. Right? Yeah. So I feel like that's pretty clear, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take some time for me. Yes. Yes. Because I'm here and I'm willing to do the hard work. I think if you know me, then you know that that's right. But interestingly, part of my hard work is slowing down, connecting to nature. All of this. So I'm right here with you, and I'm wishing you the best of luck with this portal, with this new moon void. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, whatever it is. There's all kinds of stuff in the description box below about me, whatever you want. So anyway, there's a bunch of stuff there, and love connecting with you. Let me know how it goes. I am walking through this with you. So I will see you on the other side.